Hey, everybody, it's a Monday morning edition of The Drive. Greetings, salutations from the Findlay Hyundai Studios. Devin, Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Tara Atkin in for your listening enjoyment or viewing enjoyment. Show coming at you today on the airwaves, St. George, Cedar, and surrounding, the mobile app, as well as our YouTube page where you can watch the show today. Paulie got a haircut.
I did.
Paulie got a haircut.
Yes,
first time I have not seen him wear a hat in studio in weeks.
That's right. That's a fact.
In weeks.
That's a fact.
We are live. Hope you had a great, blessed Easter, everybody. It was a good day for me, kind of low key. Little hunting this weekend, a little family time, playing some games, ate some good food, caught a flick, played around a golf, crunched about everything I needed to into one fantastic Easter weekend. And you guys have fun?
Yes, I'm good. I'm just a little hampered this morning in my ankle. But other than that, it's a great weekend.
Do we know the story behind the ankle, Tara?
We do know the story behind the ankle.
What did Paulie do to the ankle?
He was hiding Easter eggs and tripped and fell.
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Were they glow-in-the-dark Easter eggs?
They were, yes.
They were.
glow
In my defense, it was dark, hence the glow in the dark. So, I didn't see the rocks and the things below me, and I fell right on my ankle. So, it definitely hurts today.
You sprained your ankle.
I think it's close to a sprain, I would say. It doesn't just hurt, it's kind of
Fell
lingering.
completely over like timber, and the ankle hit a rock, or you rolled the ankle?
No, the ankle, it clipped a rock, and then I fell on top of said ankle. So that, that's like 300-ish pounds or more on top of my ankle. So yes, I am in some pain.
Is there video of this incident?
But
I
I
wish.
clearly, I quickly made it known. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
You gotta hide the rest of the
We're
eggs.
just hiding eggs, and all of a sudden we just hear this, oh. Like, Paul, are you okay? No.
Oh my goodness!
Great reenactment there.
It was
She
pretty
does
funny.
a great job.
Did you ice this ankle?
Yeah, over the weekend a little bit. Elevation, all that good stuff. So
I don't believe you iced it. Why do I not believe that?
I mean, I put like one of those blue ice, a little, the igloo things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you have one of those.
Yeah, for my lunch boxes when I do pack a lunch box.
Have you ever seen Paulie pack a lunch?
No.
Well, you guys work with me in the morning. Why would I be having lunch at
He
7
comes
a.m.?
into the office like with his snackle box. The tackle box with just snacks in it.
Yeah. Let's get to it. Mondays, we like to scour the weekend and come up with the best thing we saw over the weekend in sports. Are we ready?
We're ready.
It is brought to you today by Coral Canyon Golf Course, where you can get out and play. It's peak golf season. Weather is absolutely tremendous. Course is dialed. Get your tee times by either calling 435-688-1700 or going to coralcanyongolf.com. Plan ahead. Busy time of year. A lot of people want to get out and swing the stick, so make sure you make your tee times today. Let's do it. Paul, you get the honors today.
All right, I'll start us off. And yes, there is one massive college basketball tournament during March. That's the NCAA tournament, of course. But as far as the viewing pleasure for Mountaineer fans, there was nothing better than seeing my school, my team, in the college basketball Crown championship game. This is the first time I've ever watched the Crown. I probably wouldn't have if my team was not in it, but I was thrilled by this game.
It was in Vegas.
It was in Vegas. It was.
I'm surprised you didn't go down.
Yeah, I probably should have for the championship game, but Sunday, just taking it easy, getting ready for the next week. But the Mountaineers win 89-82 in overtime, where they were down by, I believe, 14 points with about 10 minutes. They were down 7 with 2 minutes. They storm all the way back to win in overtime. And this was the sound from the call of the game, and I couldn't believe the Gus Johnson, the play-by-play guy on this game, would be saying West Virginia is your crown champions, because it looked in doubt for most of the game. But here's the final buzzer and the call from one of my favorite play-by-play guys. It was a treat listening to him yesterday, Gus Johnson.
Mountaineers climb the mountain. and defeat Oklahoma 89-82. They are the crown champions, and they will take $300,000 back to Morgantown.
That's right, baby. $300K in NIL for the Hoops team. Won right off that Crown Basketball Championship, and it would not have been done without the powers of Honor Huff. 44 minutes, 38 points.
38.
Wow.
8 of 15 from 3, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. Mr. Huff, in his last game as a Mountaineer, became the single season record holder for most three-pointers in a season for Mountaineer basketball. So hats off to him and hats off to the Ears. They're taking $300K back to Morgantown.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people dialed into the Crown. It's that it's below the NIT, but they've revamped it. They put all the games in a tight window in Las Vegas.
The money,
they added some pot money. Yeah. The jackpot there for the team that wins it. A little added motivation for these teams to sign up and play this, because you're pretty disappointed that you didn't get the NCAA bid.
Correct.
You didn't get the NIT bid. Look.
Doesn't mean a lot. I understand it does not. I understand.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
I know you're
I'm
trying
not
to
gonna rate on it. No, I'm not gonna rate on it.
You're trying to downplay it, and I understand it's
I'm-
worthy of being downplayed. It's just the Crown. I understand, but still, it was cool seeing my school win something, so I'll take it.
The NIT game championship game was good too.
Yeah.
Both of those championship games yesterday actually, and the NIT championship they put in Indianapolis is actually a pretty good crowd, as Auburn won by 6 over Tulsa, snapping their back-to-back NIT championship titles for the Golden Hurricanes. So
cool.
I did watch a little bit of that game as well. Hey, it was hoops. It warmed us up for tonight. It's the national championship tonight. We're going to dive in. We're going to talk a lot about it. All right, let's go, Tara. Tara, best thing from over the weekend. Where are we going next?
Okay, we'll go to the Padres, and Jackson Merrill hit just a monster home run. My guy, Jackson Merrill. Yeah, it was funny because it was against
The Athletics?
The Red Sox.
No, it was the Red Sox,
Sox?
Boston. I'm trying to pull up this video.
Oh, I
but
was looking at the wrong clip.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, you're looking up higher at the other one. But yeah, so it was against Boston, the Red Sox, and he out in the field. It's like it's a huge fence up there.
Yeah,
and
the
it
green
has
monster.
the monster sign. Yeah, the green monster. And so the clip though is awesome because it says he's not afraid of monsters, and this is his. Let me flip this over.
This is in the 8th.
This is his hit. Yeah,
The game
top
is
of the 8th.
tied.
Yep, and it's a solo home run from Merrill Jackson.
Started 25 games.
Fly ball headed towards left center field. And
Right over that monster
Durant
sign.
back there.
Camera guy didn't even know where it
Didn't
was.
even know where. Yeah, he was way too low for
Look
it.
at that.
Padres have the lead back. It's 7-6.
And I was telling her pre-show, and she was playing this clip. I was
Over
like,
here
that
last
little
time
kid
he
probably
was
thought
here.
there's no chance that I'm
Yeah.
fielding the ball out here in the green monster, but there
Never
he
getting
was.
it. Yep.
Got the souvenir.
Yeah, so that was the best thing that I saw.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
For my Padres to win too.
Jackson Merrill. Okay.
Jackson Merrill. Yep.
I will go with, this is tough for me. I wanted to go with golf because it's Masters week. I want to just go with the Masters is the best thing because I've got the pimento cheese sandwiches tapped out, the pink azalea, like we're dialed. Although I can't eat them this week, but at the end of the day. I want to eat them, but I can't. We are going to settle in on yesterday's national championship for the UCLA women's basketball team.
Yeah.
This is the moment here as this one goes on ice and UCLA beats UConn or South Carolina. Excuse me.
Yeah.
They're celebrating. First national championship ever for the UCLA women's basketball team. Rushing the court. A former Utah Ute is now a national champ. She transferred after last season, Gianna Neefkins.
Yeah.
And she had a pretty big hand in it. She played 26 minutes, 15 points, 4 rebounds, or 4 assists, I should say, a steal and a block. That's kind of nice, although I'm sure the running Utes would have loved to keep her around.
Yeah.
Gabriella Jaquez led UCLA in scoring. I think she had 24, if I'm not mistaken, from Jaquez.
I wonder if that's Jaime Jaquez's.
Gabriella? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But really, really cool moment there. You kind of thought UConn was going to maybe get Dawn Staley in South Carolina. No, didn't happen. UCLA gets in on the other side, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's not Jean Ariama again, but it's Dawn Staley. But that is now back-to-back title losses for South Carolina after I believe they won 2 out of 3 or 3 in a row or something. So South Carolina has been there, and they've become a women's basketball school with Dawn Staley. And for UCLA to not only beat them, to boat race them, pretty big for the West Coast, pretty big for the university. 79-51 in the National Women's Championship game.
And Gabriella Jaquez is the sister of the
Jaime Jaquez.
NBA star Jaime Jaquez.
Yeah.
She's good. She'll
good.
be in the WNBA.
Yeah, she will. That's a good bloodlines in that family.
Right?
2 superstar hoopsters in one home. That's pretty cool.
Yep. All right, the best thing we saw, we are off and running. Only on a Monday, but every Monday, big deal, no big deal. Coming up when we come back, we got a great show on tap for you today. Thanks for waking up with us. welcome back, everybody. We are jamming along on a Monday post-Easter here on the Fan Sports Network, your only live local sports talk show and longest-running sports talk show in all of Southern Utah. Devin, Paulie, Tara here on the mic, and we do this only on Monday, and it's brought to you by Zag. Don't zig, just zag. In fact, Paulie, as you can see, I can show the key. I got my phone. There's a little slot in the golf cart, but my keys I'd put there, and I hit a bump, and it went, and I ran over my phone Saturday on the golf course. Thank goodness I have a Zag screen protector, so I will be heading in today at some point to Zag to get a new fresh screen protector on my phone.
All right. Like that.
Yeah.
Love it. Let's get to it. Big deal, no big deal, presented by Zag. Two St. George locations, Boulevard Commons or Dino Crossing, or a location up there in Cedar City. All right, Paulie, Tara, and I will have some fun. We love this segment. Let's go.
Yes.
It's go time.
Gonna have fun with this first one here as Arizona, your fait accompli champion, right?
I just asked you what the first question was.
I know, I'm setting it up. Okay. 91-73. They get boat raced by Big Blue in a game that was never close. Big deal, no big deal.
Go ahead, Tara.
No big deal.
No big deal. As your brackets tumble below mine.
Yours tumbled weeks ago, so whatever.
But it's about how
But
you finish.
it was a big deal, I think.
Okay.
Especially where it was never close, like you said. Michigan just whooped them.
42 or 48-32 at halftime. They had a 16-point halftime lead.
That was a behind the woodshed kind of game.
This is it feels like a big deal if you back it up tonight, and Michigan is 7-point favorites tonight. But Michigan has kept the common theme going. They have dominated in this tournament.
Yeah.
And that did scare me against Arizona. I thought best on best. I thought Arizona was one of the top 3 teams in the country, and they really proved that they were. And so that is alarming, the way that they got beat.
Yeah.
The buzz out in Indianapolis is how many is Michigan going to win by right now? I mean, fans that were there that saw the dominance against a good coached, good athletic. I mean, there's 4 or 5 future professional NBA players on the Arizona team, and Michigan just absolutely boat raced them. Yes. It's a brand win for Michigan. It's a huge win when you beat a program like Arizona. They have weight nationally. It's a Big 12 school. This is a statement win, and they're reminding everybody that they should have probably been bigger discussion point all season long in the national championship conversation. Now, they might have been the 3rd or 4th most picked champ. They were a number 1 seed. It's not like they've been disrespected. No. But Arizona was up this year, and I mean, the tournament, the late season, that makes it a big deal. You're into the national championship. That makes the way that win played out a big deal. Yeah. And now they got a chance for the biggest deal of all, and that's winning the Natty tonight, and they're 7-point favorites. So at the end of the day, and I had this inkling. I stuck with my bracket. I know I had Arizona because I had Arizona pre-tournament, and I'm not going to back off my pick, in the Final Four, but I was worried about this game because you saw how Michigan had just throttled everybody in their path, and you're just like, holy smokes, this team is dialed in. Going into the Final Four, you don't know what the layoff is going to be like. I was worried about the 3-point shot for Arizona. That's not their strength. The size of Michigan. Yeah. I mean, the bully ball that Arizona can usually play, they got bullied.
Yeah. Right.
So in our 318 brackets, I'm taking a look at how many had Michigan as their champion. It looks like less than 20 people had Michigan as their champ. So it wasn't a super popular one like Duke, like Arizona, even Florida probably more popular than Michigan in some bracket pools. So I would say Michigan is if you had Michigan.
I had Michigan, going down to Iowa State, the bracket we were playing along with our listeners, I think I got a little Big 12 bias there. I did not know that when I filled out my bracket, Jefferson was going to miss those games, though, and have an ankle sprain. That you couldn't have predicted that on your bingo card.
That's right.
And a little bit of...
Michigan still would have beat
kind of
them,
a big injury for Iowa State. I think Michigan would have beat them anyway, whether he's healthy or not, but didn't see that coming. I think that game's probably closer if Jefferson plays. He averages almost 17 points a game.
Michigan scored 90 points in every tournament game. The consistency on offense is second to none.
I mean, scoring 91 on Arizona, that is the impressive.
Yeah.
The impressive thing, because I'm not impressed when you score 101 against Howard or 95 against St. Louis, or 90 against Alabama. But when you do it against Arizona and you score 91 and it's in the Final Four to punch your ticket to the final, now I'm impressed. Now they've continued the trend. This is a trend now. This is not just a game or two where they got hot. This is who Michigan is this year, and they look clearly dominant. I know Dan Hurley is a guy that gets up for big games and find ways, but I'm not sure how he finds a way tonight. We'll have to break that down from every angle a little bit later in the show when we get to our picks on tonight's game. I did not. I had Duke in some brackets. I had Michigan State. I had Arizona, Michigan. I had all these different combinations. I did not have any of my brackets this Michigan-UConn matchup.
Yeah. I had Michigan in my only bracket in the championship game. So I did not see them winning.
Why didn't you pick them to win it?
I believed in Florida. And there was a lot less Florida than Michigan. I like to go against the grain, So, but as we take a look at our brackets in the office one, which is a lot smaller than our fan
That's not the one we look at on the show.
I know.
That's not the one we look at on the show. We made that clear. This is the bracket that we talk about on the show.
If
we stick by that.
Right, if we want to go by that one, then I'll find your placing in that one. I'm at 46.
I'm way down there.
I'm at 46.
I'm 104th.
Okay, so all that talk about my Florida champ, you're behind me, my friend. I'm looking for you. I'm still wading through all
Still going down.
I'm going way down. I'm
138.
That's right. All right.
Out of 300, I'm mid-pack.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm top third, so I'll take it, baby.
Yeah,
all that talk about Florida and your brackets busto and, but we just wait.
It is busto.
Wait and wait
you
and
couldn't win.
I couldn't win, but I'm still beating both of you.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, Eric, when my champ got knocked out.
Mine got knocked out, too.
Yeah. I mean, what were you, 38th?
46.
46. You're bragging about being 46th place.
But I could be better than you two. It makes me
I'm going to start bragging about being 104th.
It's funny. I've never, ever won a bracket pool.
No, me neither.
Never. So like to sign up and expect to win out of 300 people, that's tough to do.
Yeah.
That is not very likely, but yet we will see somebody by the end of the
right
night.
Now, Brian Ritchie is the leader right now with Michigan as his champ.
Wow.
149 points maximum. He's sitting at 117 right now. So he is looking good. Him and Melissa Gillies.
Yep.
115 and 117 respectively.
But they both have Michigan, and he's
So that's
2
right.
points ahead.
So you're just looking for the first UConn, which is Sean Vunder.
Sean.
Yep.
Remember, it was Maggie was the first one, but Sean must have had, Michigan in the championship game because he was way down there, and now all of a sudden he's got UConn with his champ, and he would win the $995 if UConn wins the game
UConn
tonight.
guy tonight, Sean.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's gonna
with
be
you, Sean.
it's gonna be
As is Lindy.
It's going to be one of those two. As is Kristen, his wife. She's all fired up for him. She's like, win that money. I need a new purse.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Maybe do big screen TV. Maybe Sean will, maybe she wants a TV. Yeah, that's
what
good.
I would get.
Good luck to everybody.
That's what you would get, right?
Also, we've got the Traeger Grill. We'll find out tonight who wins the Traeger Grill. So
anticipating that.
We are down to the wire in our Road to the Finals promotions here on the Fan Sports Network, and hope you got to play along. Hope you're having fun. Sorry if your bracket's busted, but there's a few people that are very interested. They have a lot riding on this game tonight.
Yep.
So we'll see how it plays out. Moving on.
All right, let's go to the next one here as Arizona's Tommy Lloyd and Michigan's Dusty May have reaffirmed commitments to their schools. Lloyd signing a 5-year deal and May saying he plans to stay at Michigan, and neither will be a player for the vacant blue blood job that is UNC. Big deal, no big deal. The UNC coaching search starting to look like Penn State's football coaching search a little bit. They're kind of dwindling on great candidates. I thought one of these two would take the job.
Look,
full transparency.
Arizona is a destination job for Tommy Lloyd. It might not have been for everybody, but I think that's a great hire when you get that loyalty back. He's built a consistent winner. They were a national contender. They got to the Final Four. I think he gets that monkey off his back. He's still chasing Lute Olson as the last Wildcat coach to win, and that was years ago. Was it 1997?
Yes.
So, look, there's stability, though. They have NIL money. They have recruiting. They play in a really good basketball conference. That is huge for Arizona to not have a coach casualty in the carousel. Dusty May might be even bigger with him staying put.
Yeah.
That is going to be a big deal for both of these schools, an even bigger deal for North Carolina.
That's what I'm saying.
Who are kind of throwing out some names and putting the chase on and not getting the interest that maybe they thought that they would have otherwise.
I am a little surprised by the lack of interest. Now there's rumors that they may look to Billy Donovan at the NBA ranks. I mean,
Dusty May is incredible, though. I love a coach like this. It reminds me of Urban Meyer a little bit, where you're at a small school like Bowling Green, and then you go to Utah, and then you make the jump to Florida. Well, Dusty May was the Florida Atlantic Owls men's basketball coach. They had a Final Four run. He's a hot name in the coaching ranks in college. But if he leaves, you're talking about transfers leaving with him, recruits backing out. You're talking about after a national championship, if they win tonight, potentially have to go full on rebuild. So this is huge for Big Blue. To keep Dusty May.
And it's big for Arizona as well, as I thought that this kind of is the boogeyman, North Carolina coming to steal somebody's coach, but it hasn't happened yet. And I big ups, big credit to these guys. I mean, for staying where they're at, because they're obviously doing really well with what they're doing. And the only thing that would come with taking North Carolina's job is super high expectations that you don't face at many other schools. So not to say the expectations aren't high at Michigan, Arizona, but North Carolina, Tobacco Road, that's a different breed of fanhood. So I think they made the right moves here.
The board is changing fast for this North Carolina search. Nate Oates just got sewn up.
Yeah.
Mark Byington at Vanderbilt, Todd Golden at Florida, Ben McCollum. They're talking about Billy Donovan, who's with the Chicago Bulls, TJ Otzelberger, who's at Iowa State. Like, the board is ever changing. I don't know who the leading candidate is on a Monday morning.
Top names were the two that reaffirmed.
Correct.
Stayed, so
correct. So now you got to go with what's left. Kind of feels like Kentucky with Coach Mark Pope a little bit.
Scott Drew said no. Bill Self said no. All these guys said no.
And then you have to go a little deeper.
You got to keep going down the list, and eventually you land on Pope, and I feel like that's what's happening at North Carolina. So pretty big news out there. All right, let's go to the next one here, as it is Masters Week. How about that? Scotty Scheffler, your current betting favorite at less than 5 to 1 to win the tournament. Other top names: Bryson DeChambeau 11 to 1, Ludwig Oberg another 15 to 1 candidate. But what do you think about this Masters Week? Big deal, no big deal that the majors are back once again. Not the wraparound schedule.
Yeah, I mean, look, the story's Rory, right? Rory and Scotty.
Yeah.
I mean, no Tiger. I know that's, that's kind of a week old plus, but it's still no Tiger, no Phil.
No Phil.
For the first time since I want to say 1997-ish, no Tiger or Phil. At least one of them has competed in the Masters. So for people like me that have grown up in the Tiger and Phil window and always been a big fan of golf, that is weird.
Yeah.
That is definitely, if people want to say it's Scotty versus the field, okay, I do see the odds indicating that a little bit there, where there's the 4 to 1 and then a drop. he's the world number one. He's the betting favorite. He's going for his third green jacket in 5 years.
Yeah.
Got a brand new baby. He's had mixed form early in this season. He is the best player in the world, but is he actually playing like it right now? That's the question you have to ask. You got some live guys coming over. They're looking to make a statement again. Bryson DeChambeau's finishing up his final season of the current contract for live. John Rahm. They are two of your top 5 on the betting lines in DeChambeau and John Rahm.
Wow.
Yeah.
With the other guys being Rory and Xander Schauffele, and then, of course, Scotty Scheffler.
Right.
So, look, it's a big deal this week that Scotty is favored by so much. I don't like Scott. I like Scotty. I don't like taking Scotty at 4-1 in this tournament, even though it's a course and a tournament that he's won a couple of times already in his young career. I mean, he's already got 2 Masters green jackets on in his closet.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes Scheffler, Rahm, Rory, Bryson, Ludwig, Xander, Cam Young, Tommy Fleetwood, and one of your dark horses, Matt Fitzpatrick.
I do like Matty
off
Fitz. I do like
plus
Matty Fitz.
3,100 for Matt Fitzpatrick.
I've seen him as low as 25-1.
Wow.
I mean, different books, different odds, especially when it comes to golf tournaments. And
yes,
I know a lot of people that
all
will
that
look
stuff.
at the different sites, and if they like a guy and he's 31 here and he's 25 here, you're going to take the 31.
Picking a winner in NASCAR golf where it's just one winner is extremely difficult. So the odds going to be different book to book. But I see him here on DraftKings at 3,100 plus 3,100 for Matt Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, and he's playing good.
Yeah,
Playing really, really good. Cannot wait.
he's won a major, so he's been there, done that. So he can definitely do it again. All right, let's go to the next one here. As since hiring John Tortorella, the Knights are 3-0 with wins over the Canucks, Flames, and Oilers with a 15-6 goal differential. They're putting them in the net. And big deal, no big deal. The hiring of Torts seems to be good for the Knights.
Yeah, it's a small sample size, but they fired Bruce Cassidy with 8 games left. They have now 5 left. You wanted a shot in the arm. You wanted momentum going into the postseason. This team is built for a postseason run. You have high expectations. The standard has been set in Las Vegas for a Stanley Cup or bust type scenario. I mean, they are one of those teams that you kind of have high hopes for every single year. And with this little 3-game run, they're up to 86 points, and they are still right there within striking distance in the Pacific. Edmonton and Anaheim are at 87 points. Knights are at 86. So they are literally just 1 point back of the division, which, of course, is very advantageous when you start looking at possible paths to get to the Stanley Cup. So
that's right.
Those 3 wins have been huge. Ducks have lost 5 in a row. So they are sliding right now. And then the Knights felt like they needed a shot in the arm. They made it. Even after a couple years ago, Cassidy winning them a cup. He was not the latest manager to get fired. Over the weekend, we saw New York fire Patrick Waugh.
Yes.
And former Sharks, Knights, and Stars coach Pete DeBoer is the interim replacement.
He's an NHL
that's a good
cockroach.
hire.
He just survives and gets jobs and jobs and jobs. But
he's good everywhere he goes.
He is.
So that's a good hire, I think.
You
for,
think it's a good one
for the
okay.
Islanders? Yeah.
All right, I like it. All right.
The Knights have not clinched yet.
No, they have not.
Anything. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
No.
Still coming down to the stretch here.
Yeah.
But the trend is they're winning, which is great. And like you said, and the Ducks are losing. So you look at the trends, and I think it's a big deal that the Knights are on a heater.
It's kind of fun right now because the Knights have a 3-game win streak, and Torts has been in the middle of that. And then the Mammoth have a 3-game win streak right now, and both those teams are trending nicely towards the postseason.
The Mammoth can do the Knights a big favor. They're friends to the south as they play the Oilers on Tuesday night in Utah. So big chance for both teams to get a big win, and the Knights to
Canucks
keep pacing the standings.
Yep.
All right. Let's go to the next one here. I've got a few more as Cooper Flagg becomes the first teenager to drop 45-plus in back-to-back games with 51 in a loss against the Magic and 45 in a win against the Lakers. Big deal, no big deal. Is this the best young prospect in the NBA we've had? I mean, I'm willing to say that this might be the most generational. That word's thrown around a lot in sports, but we heard the stories about him dominating the USA Olympic practices and all those things, and now he's starting to materialize into what I think a lot of people thought he was going to be. 45 and 51. He was the second in line for the Rookie of the Year behind Con Knipple, who had been breaking three-point records, set the Charlotte Hornets single-season record, but now he is back to minus 250 after his two 45-plus point games. This is the real deal in Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, 96 points in the last two games. That confirms that the hype is real. When you have two games like that, you look, you feel, you act like the number one pick in the draft, the Rookie of the Year, leveling up at the right time. He's a superstar. There's no question. This is what the number one pick should look like when it matters. And, this is big time. You got to look at how does college production translate to the NBA, and certainly Cooper Flagg has done that. Victor Wembanyama has done that. A lot of other guys that are now NBA superstars have done that. I think AJ DeBonza will be the next to do that. Yes, he had his struggles. Has he looked like a rookie at times? Sure. And so there's the caveat. Did we expect this out of Cooper Flagg, though? Yes. And so I did expect this out of Cooper Flagg, but at this point, you're not really a rookie anymore. You're a sophomore. You played big level college basketball. So I'm going to lean no big deal. But if he wins Rookie of the Year, then this was the 2-game stretch that probably cements it.
Yeah, like I said.
So I'm not downplaying it too much, but look, I kind of expected it a little bit from Cooper Flagg, didn't we all?
Yeah, to a certain degree, but I don't know that anyone could have predicted the back-to-back games that he just put together.
51 and 45, was it?
Yeah. Pretty electric. All right. Got the.
What do you think about Coop?
I said he's the real deal. I think he is a definite superstar in the league, and he's got a chance to be one of the great hopes for the Mavericks, who just gutted their team, traded Luka and all that. I mean, it comes at a convenient time, and I think a lot of people mentioned that during the draft lottery.
I think you mentioned something key there. He flipped the Rookie of the Year odds.
Yeah, he did.
With 2 games like that. So you've had Charlotte Hornets sharpshooter Con Knipple is the favorite for the award.
Yeah.
And so now it's flipped to where Flagg is minus 250 and Knipple is plus 180. That feels like a big deal to me when you look at that big of a flip from where you go to not the favorite back to the favorite.
Rookie of the Year minus 200 on DraftKings. And before those 2 games, Knipple was minus 180. So it drastically flipped.
Against the Lakers yesterday, they win 134-128. He said, I think it's some sort of a statement. He also had 9 assists and 8 rebounds and 2 steals. So he almost had a triple-double.
Yeah.
He said, I'm confident in myself and I know what I'm capable of. I'll just let the rest of the stuff figure itself out. So going into the weekend, Con was minus 300. Going out of the weekend,
minus 180. That's what I saw.
I'm just looking at the report on ESPN.
Oh, okay.
Different sites, you could probably see it at different odds there. Flagg had been as low as plus 225, though.
Yeah, that's good for anyone that jumped on that.
And now, 2 big games, and he's back to the favorite.
All right, we got one last one here. We're going to go local. Utah Tech baseball captures a WAC series win with 13-3 and 7-6 victories over Sacramento State here at Bruce Hurst Field.
Yeah, I mean, look, every WAC win now matters. I mean, there's only 8 teams in the conference. If you add in Sac State, conference wins are everything as far as getting to the conference tournament, getting good seeding, so you can get to a regional. That is the goal this year, winning the WAC in their final season. And look, programs like Utah Tech, we don't stack talent top to bottom in rosters like other schools and other conferences, and we probably have a potential of 3 guys that could be really intriguing MLB prospects on this team. Kyle McDaniel's been getting a lot of people out to watch him. I think Petey Soto in the season he's having is now on Major League Baseball scouts radar. And then you got a third baseman that also is your closer.
Is that Crapel?
With Ryan Crapel. You don't see that very often, but he's doing it again this year. He moved over from third, comes in and closed the game, and so they win the series against Sac State at home this weekend. So I'm gonna lean. It's not a huge national story, but locally it's one of the bigger storylines that we have. So I will lean slightly big deal there because now we're into conference play and you want to start your homestand off with a series win, and Coach Fate and the boys did exactly that.
Mm-hmm. All right, I agree, and that's all I got.
Big deal, no big deal. In the books on a Monday, brought to you by our friends at Zag. We'll take a break. We're back in a flash. It's The Drive on a Monday. Stay with us, everybody. Hey, everybody, we are back. What's going on a Monday? Hope you had a happy, blessed Easter with friends and family. I know I enjoyed my Easter weekend. Sounds like Paulie did aside from his ankle sprain. Tara got a good chuckle out of that, it sounds like. Tara reenacted it for us if you missed that. There is no video evidence. We are checking the Ring cameras in the neighborhood. We will get back to you.
Right.
If we will
drone, baby.
The drone, yeah.
You had a drone flying during the hunt?
Did, yeah.
Maybe it caught
So I
it.
might have to check that out.
Check the footage.
Maybe if we did one of those infrared heating maps from the drone footage, we could see the timber.
Exactly.
That's right.
Hey, everybody. everybody, if you're tired of starting over every Monday, I want you to listen up. Soda Weight Loss is now called Soda Diet and Nutrition, and they've made things even better. And I have started the transformation. I got a few pounds I can let go of. Paulie ran with it for 3 months, had great success. Now I'm rock and rolling. I met with my nutritionist, got everything going, went shopping over the weekend. Real food, real ingredients, really excited doing it together with my wife. And I'm excited because there's no pills, it's no injections, it's not a restrictive diet. You get to eat food from the grocery store, and I love the coaching from a real nutritionist, a whole team of nutritionists who builds the plan around your body and your life. You're not calorie counting, you're not guessing, you stay full, you have energy, and you finally feel like you're in control again. Women, you can lose 2 to 3 pounds a week. Men, 3, 4, 5 pounds a week, and the plan will adjust as you change. Right now, for a limited time, join like I did, and your partner will join for free. Free, free. 2 people for the price of 1. There's real accountability for the price of 1, real nutritionists, a whole team of them. If you don't want to take my word for it, go read their over 9,000 real client reviews. They've got so many things. You can go through that. You can see what other people are saying. You can see before and after pictures. Make today the day you do it. Go to sodadietandnutrition.com. That's Soda Diet and nutrition.com, or you can call 866-800-SODA. That's 866-800-SOTA. Join us for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. I'm all fired up. Gonna be fun. Let's get into final segment this hour. And a number of different directions we can go, but I want to get a little first hour look at the championship game tonight. I wonder what the ratings are going to be like. To me, is this a marquee matchup? I mean, UConn in basketball has been unbelievable. Michigan, you can go back to the Fab Five. They had the I watched some of the Fab Five telecasts the other night.
The alt-cast.
Did you watch some of that?
I did. I checked in.
Did you like
on my phone? Yeah.
On your phone?
I did. Yeah.
It's just small.
I know, just for a couple minutes to hear what they were saying. I wasn't watching it primarily.
So we
weren't even really watching the game in the second half, really.
No, not really.
It was too big of a blowout.
Yeah.
I didn't see what the ratings did, but I actually really enjoy the alt cast with the Fab Five.
I'm trying to find the ratings on the alt cast here.
Yeah, probably will come out in about an hour or two. Usually they come out Monday morning. Everybody had Easter Sunday off. All the people meter counter guys that do the ratings probably had a nice, ham yesterday, and we're kind of kicking back, relaxing.
Enjoying the day.
They did have during the all cast, they had a Michigan recruit, the 5-star. Did you see him?
He committed?
He committed on the alt cast yesterday during
cool.
Saturday's game. So that's pretty cool. I'm not seeing anything for ratings yet, though, for the alt cast, but I assume it was pretty successful if you're a Michigan fan.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Hear what those guys got to say. Probably got some good jokes and stuff. Candor.
Tonight, it tips 6:50 Mountain Time.
Yeah.
That's 8:50 tip.
Yeah.
East, 5:50 on the West Coast. And, of course, championship guide, Michigan versus UConn. We're going to get into predictions, keys to winning, all those things in the second hour. But do you like the matchup, Paulie?
Yeah, I think on paper I do.
Because I said on Friday that I didn't want to see this matchup. I wanted to see Illinois and just get some fresh blood in there. We've seen UConn in this championship game. And I was kind of hoping, since that was my championship prediction, that we would have Illinois and Arizona. Obviously, I was dead wrong, and it's Michigan, UConn. And to me, it's not that sexy. I do not like UConn's chances much tonight.
Yeah,
I
like
Arizona.
Have much better chances? Probably not.
I think size-wise, yes. I think size-wise, with their couple 7-footers, I think they would have matched up better, 100%.
Okay.
Don't you?
No, I think UConn's better than Illinois. If
they proved
if they play 10,
they're a better
if
team.
they play 10 times, I think UConn wins 8 of them. The way that game went.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a closer game than Michigan-Arizona.
Because UConn's not going to go 1 for 15 from 3 like they did against Duke for a large stretch of that game. They were hitting their shots against Illinois, so it was more indicative of what real UConn basketball is.
Yeah.
So
here's why I get exhausted watching Dan Hurley on the sideline.
And you've maintained that.
And I'm not alone.
I get it, but there's always been controversial figures in coaching. I mean, Bob Knight was his own thing back in the day, throwing chairs, grabbing kids, so Hurley's never done any of the stuff that Knight did.
No, I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. What are you talking about? I'd say I just don't like Dan Hurley. I just don't.
Yeah,
he annoys me.
That's right. I didn't like Coach Krzyzewski, so I understand. You can dislike who you dislike.
Yeah, I mean, it's exhausting watching all of the animation on the sideline.
He is animated, and he does cry for calls.
I mean, I don't even know why they take him a stool to sit on. He never sits on it. The only thing he's going to use for the stool is, like you said, throwing it.
He's not going to throw it.
I know. He's impossible not to watch, though.
Yeah. Your eyes gravitate to him, though.
Yeah. But you could see when he's doing the F-bomb tirade, I don't think that he did it 55 seconds into the game, he was already F-bombing.
He doesn't wait long. Once that seal's popped, it's just going,
I mean, in the win over Duke, I mean, he already headbutted a ref at the end of the Elite Eight win over Duke and was like, what the blank was that? I mean, what's going to happen tonight when he's down by 20? Is he going to have a conniption fit?
Stay tuned for our picks later. It sounds like someone...
I don't think you can call that a headbutt. It was more of like a head
hug.
Tap.
He called it a head hug.
A head hug, yeah, exactly.
He was on with the Barstool guys. I heard him asking that, and they were like, so what was going on with you and Roger Ayers?
So it was a head hug.
It's a little head hug. That's all it was.
Yeah, he's downplaying. He's smart. I mean, he's animated. He's fighting for his guys. I don't not like that. Yeah. I just have a hard time going, I like that guy.
Yeah, if you're not a UConn guy, it's pretty easy to see how he'd be tough to like. Yeah. But what he's done is you can't take away. Yeah. He's going for his 3rd championship in 4 years. No one's done that since Mr. John Wooden back in the 50s, 60s. So this is amazing what UConn basketball has done. So even if win or lose this game, still, it's an incredible run.
He's got a facial expression for everything.
He does.
I mean, I guess this guy really, truly loves it. I'll give him that.
And he turned down. What makes great about him is I just saw the tweet from Shams or whatever the other day, 2 years ago, whenever the Lakers were targeting him as their guy to make the highest paid NBA coach. And what did he do? He stayed in Storrs, Connecticut. Sometimes the money doesn't always win.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how would you like to be the assistant coach in charge of keeping track of Hurley? You always have that coach that's going around grabbing his suit tails.
Like McVay, the one guy that just makes sure he stays off the field.
Make sure he doesn't get ejected.
He ushers him back.
That's gotta be the toughest. That might be the toughest job on the UConn staff is keeping Dan Hurley in the coach's box.
But I bet Hurley is so happy he stayed at UConn and not went to the NBA. He made the best decision of his life.
Yeah.
Because he'd have to be tending to LeBron and all these prima donnas,
Do you think we'll see the most animated version of Hurley tonight, or do you think he's going to be calmer tonight in a national championship?
I think it's going to be 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. We might even get 110% from Hurley tonight.
Yeah, if he goes down by 20, like you're saying, he's going to be fighting for every scratch and for every call, And
if there is somebody that can keep it close, the track record indicates that even though Michigan looks superior than everybody they played in the tournament, and the line is 7.
Yeah.
That a lot of people believe Hurley can find a way to get the most out of his guys and keep this thing competitive and maybe give UConn a chance down the stretch.
And, you know, that would lean to Hurley's record in NCAA tournament games. He is 17-1 covering the spread in NCAA tournament games. As a favorite or as an underdog, obviously not an underdog very often, but he is a covering machine in the NCAA tournament.
Tall order tonight to cover 7, though, isn't it?
It's down to 6.5 now, I'm seeing. It is moving as of a couple minutes ago. So, yeah, it's money coming in on UConn.
They won by 9 over Illinois on Saturday. Mission Michigan, of course, won by 18 over Arizona. It was 91-73. Again, scoring over 90 points has kind of been Big Blue's mantra in this NCAA tournament. They even scored over 100 in their first round win over Howard. But look, this is UConn. This is Hurley. They've been there. They've done it. He knows how to get his team ready for big games. A lot more on the Final Four. Yeah, I'm leaning Michigan right now. We'll see if I change my mind before we get to our picks. It's exhausting watching Hurley run around on the sideline. I love his passion for the game, though. I just find him a little bit annoying. All right, take a break. Then we're back inside the Finley Hyundai studio. It is The Drive. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hour 1 in the books. Here we go, revving up hour 2 here on the Fan Sports Network. And our headlines brought to you today by Game Day Men's Health. And make sure you get your free testosterone test at Game Day Men's Health. And you need to know your T levels, important as you get 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 plus. Your natural testosterone in your body, it decreases the older you get, and you can reclaim your game. And the T-test is always free. Obviously, they do diet plans, they do peptides, they do sexual performance products as well, like the revolutionary P-Shot. If you want to reclaim your game, call the experts, Man Cave Environment, 435-265-4223. That's 435-265-4223. Game Day Men's Health. Let's go. Yeah, lots of storylines to get to, Paulie. There is a number of local headlines. Both of our local hockey teams, the Vegas Golden Knights and the Utah Mammoth, are riding 3-game win streaks, but neither have clinched yet a postseason berth, but both very likely to clinch a postseason berth.
Very likely. The scores over the weekend, neither team played Sunday, but Saturday brought good fortune for both their local teams as the Golden Knights defeated their Pacific Division combatants, the Edmonton Oilers, 5-1 behind a big day from Carter Hart, who's healthy once again, had 31 saves on 32 shots.
Love to see it.
Propelled the Knights, who've had some shaky goaltending throughout the season with Aiden Hill not playing his best. Looks as if Hart kind of dialed in and ready for the stretch run. And then the other game locally was the Mammoth defeating the Canucks. They scored a touchdown on them, 7-4, and Clayton Keller notched a hat trick for the Mammoth, and this is how it sounded.
Rossi spins one behind the goal in the final minute now. Utah steals the puck back. Schmaltz ahead. Keller scores. It's a hat trick for Clayton Keller. Third of his career.
Obviously,
you can tell
the
they weren't
Canucks
at home.
broadcaster
That was the Sportsnet crew.
Not too excited about that, was he?
No, he wasn't, but it's all right.
But we were excited about it.
Switching sports, Utah Jazz lose again. Yes, good job,
Yes.
Utah Jazz. You're tanking with the best of them. After you promised us you would not tank this year, Austin Ainge, I don't believe you. The Jazz lost their 9th game in a row. They lose badly, 146-111 to the OKC Thunder on the road yesterday. Bryce Sensabaugh did score a game-high 34 points. Kyle Filipowski added 20 points and 14 rebounds. Jazz will be back in action tomorrow when they play the New Orleans Pelicans. We had a great Would You Rather last week. Would you rather pay nothing to go to a Jazz game or pay $100 to go to a Mammoth game? And the whole crew picked pay $100.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go to the Mammoth. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Salt Lake Bees wrapped up the weekend on a down note. Salt Lake blew a late lead. They lose 9-5 to the Sacramento River Cats.
Oh, yeah.
RSL continues their winning ways. RSL extended their unbeaten streak. The Clareton Cobalt beat the Sporting Kansas City 3-1 at home at Rio Tinto on Saturday. Diego Luna, Sergio Solans, and Xavier Gozo each found the back of the net in the victory. RSL will be back on the field, but not till April 18th for a home match with San Diego FC.
All right.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Have you guys been up to a game at Rio Tinto ever?
No, I don't think so.
I
you?
have been
You
to one,
have?
yeah.
Okay,
I've been
cool.
to one. It's been 5 or 6 years ago. It has been quite some time. Big week in high school sports this week. Paulie, we've got big series starting up tomorrow, and Region 9 baseball gets center stage yet again. The Cedar Reds were the only Region 9 team to go into the Easter break undefeated in Region 9 play, and we've only had 3 or 4 games played by everybody.
Yeah.
And they have a third game rescheduled for this week, so they'll have to have that game that got postponed to the weather up in Cedar against Hurricane, and we'll see how long they can keep the unbeaten streak going. Pineview visits Cedar this week.
Yeah.
You got some big matchups. Actually, no, Pineview and Cedar is next week. I'm sorry. Who does Cedar have this week? I don't have the schedule in front of me. They might have an early season bye already. They might be off until next week. That's why I was thinking they will play Pineview. But we're going to have 2 or 3 more games coming your way this week. Desert Hills is firing up a series with Snow Canyon.
Yeah.
Pineview is firing up a series with Hurricane. This is going to be another fascinating week in Region 9 baseball. We got a lot of very important games coming away, and what is another strong Region 9 contingent of teams that all hope to be Region 9 champs and maybe even state champ. So
that's right.
Keep us locked in. I know we got games on Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday, and then most likely Friday. So 2 or 3 games. We'll get that schedule locked in for you, and we'll get links up and all the matchups out on our socials throughout the week. It's going to be another fun week in Region 9 baseball. Of course, all the other spring sports fire back up, and there's a lot of spring sports around Washington County with boys volleyball and softball and track and field and lacrosse and you've got girls golf among others.
A lot of stuff. I just saw a really scary headline, though. This one, not a good headline. From the Sports Business Journal on Twitter, NCAA leadership is expected to finalize an expansion of the men's and women's tournaments to 76 teams soon as after this year's tournament. The proposal would add 8 games to the first 4, with 24 teams playing in an opening round before advancing into the quote-unquote main bracket. So this is not what any real, true college basketball fan wants to hear. 64 was great. They had to bump it to 68 for the first 4 and some money considerations, I know. But
no, this is not my knee-jerk reaction, Paulie, is this doesn't make it better.
It doesn't.
It
makes it worse. Yeah, it makes it worse. Any real Hoops fan does not want to see this go through. This is for sponsorship dollars. This is for more games, more revenue, more commercial revenue. That's why they're doing this. But that was tweeted out. Let's see. I'm looking April 3rd.
Here's the problem, Paul.
So this was a few days ago.
Whoever is calling the shots, commissioners of conferences, university presidents, TV negotiators, big networks, that's who's pushing for this.
Yeah.
They're willing to burn down something that is not broken if it means more cash in their pockets. That's what that speaks to me, and I hate it.
Yes.
I hate it.
A proposed socialized with members of last year noted that 8 games will be added to the current first 4, played over Tuesday and Wednesday of the first week of the event. This new opening round would feature 24 teams.
Why not just
playing in 12 games over 2 days at 2 sites?
Why you just take all 350 teams and just do a tournament with everybody?
That's right. That's what we're heading towards.
Just the 350 plus NCAA teams. Like, why would you destroy the best thing left in college athletics?
Yes.
Because you want a couple more zeros from TNT and CBS and ESPN.
Unfortunately, yes.
This is a money grab, Paul. I don't like it. It smells like a money grab.
Yeah,
the first 4 is now the first 24?
Wow. Yes.
12 games?
Yeah. It's 12 winners of the opening round games advanced to awaiting 52 teams in the original bracket. Under this concept, 8 teams are extracted from the main bracket plus the 8 new at-large selections from expansion.
And they're going to be at-large big conference teams. Like Auburn, who just lost out 8 out of 10 and got left out because they melted down the stretch, but then go on to win the NIT.
I originally saw this tweet from our friend Kyle McDonald, Whack Hoops Nation. He was talking about how he likes it if it benefits the mid-majors, but he doesn't think it's going to.
It's not.
His tweet was, don't like this at all, unless it favors mid-majors, which we all know it won't.
Right.
So.
Right. I don't like it either.
Yeah. I mean, add
like
some
if
more.
You assure me that every year a Florida Gulf Coast, High Point, a humble little school is going to get in, then that's not going to happen.
No.
That's not going to, because those schools get weeded out before the tournament even gets going.
That's right.
Okay? So that's not realistic. I mean, you might have one once in a while, like you had Miami of Ohio this year. Say the tournament committee snubbed them now under this new thing, they would have gotten in, and we know they got in anyway, and they won one game.
First 4. So they maybe in the new bracket they're in the field instead of being in the first 4 or whatever. But now I guess the first 4 is the first 24.
Look, there was not that
So
many.
you're telling me there's a chance?
There was not that many upsets. There was not that many upsets in the bracket this year.
No.
I mean, yes, you had High Point beat Wisconsin in one game. Yes, you had number 11 Texas beat number 6 BYU, and then you had them beat Gonzaga.
Yeah.
You know, a 6 seed made a little run there. I mean, that's where you're looking for your upsets now. There really wasn't anybody other than High Point that was a double-digit seed that even won.
Yeah.
And now you're going to expand it, and you're not going to bring in more High Points. You're going to bring in more Texases. That's what you're going to do, or schools like that.
That's right.
Not a fan of this headline.
I feel like this is a terrible headline.
Not a fan. The best thing left in college basketball is the tournament, and now you're going to add 24 more teams?
Yes. Well,
It's not the first 4, it's the first 24.
It would expand to 76 teams. So we're at 68. It would add 8 more, but it would make the field and the tournament structure much different. So it wouldn't be good. Would not be good.
Luka is seeking care in Europe. He's aiming for a comeback in the playoffs. Lakers lost yesterday as Cooper Flag went bananas. Curry is back on the court in other NBA headlines, and the Warriors have a 15% chance. And they're the 10 seed right now. They're trying to fight into a play-in scenario, and we haven't seen Steph since the end of January. So, the topic after returning from the knee injury is, they have clinched a play-in spot. Can he get them into the playoff? But all eyes not on the NBA tonight. They will be on the national championship. It's a 6:50 tip. The very, very animated Dan Hurley, 34-5, the 2 seed UConn Huskies taking on the number 1 seed Michigan Wolverines, who are 36-3. UConn is plus 240 on the money line.
Yeah.
Michigan is minus 6.5. And the total on the game is 144, 144.5, 145, right there in that range. I think it's going to be like a 74-70 type game or 72-73 type game. I think it's going to be right in that range. Can UConn keep Michigan under 85? You probably got to keep them under 75 if you want to win this game in your Dan Hurley, don't you?
Yeah, you're going to need some great defensive prowess tonight. Because Michigan's scoring at a clip that no one has in the history of the tournament. They're the first team ever to score 90 points in every single tournament game they played in. So can UConn stymie that? Can they slow them down? We'll get to our picks a little later. I'm going to keep mine close to the chest right now.
There you go. UCLA women's basketball, they win it all. And the championship winning team back in Los Angeles, UCLA head coach Corey Close and her players surrounded by excited fans when they arrived back on campus, and justifiably so. The Bruins win their first ever women's championship title in college basketball. Those are your headlines making news on a Monday morning. There was no NASCAR this weekend, but J.J. Spawn, brilliant final round, holds off Ludwig Eberg and Bob McIntyre and a host of others that were, a lot of guys were trying to get that last automatic exemption into the Masters. And JJ was already in the field, so with JJ winning, no harm there. Guys like Tony Finau, who have dropped out of the top 50 in the FedEx Cup points. This will be the first major Tony has missed since 2017. First Masters he will miss since 2017. He is not in the field at Augusta. But Scotty, Rory, and the rest are taking aim. There's already a buzz and practice rounds going on. A lot of people on the practice facility, the putting greens. Of course, Wednesday is the par 3 contest, and the opening round is on Thursday. Amazon Prime has coverage Thursday and Friday. ESPN has some coverage on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then you switch to the networks on the weekend. But there's nothing like Masters Week.
Yeah.
We will do our Masters picks probably Wednesday before the first round starts, and I'm excited about this year's edition and who will slip on a green jacket. All right, hour 2, we're off and running. Those are some of your headlines kicking off the 8 o'clock hour. We'll take a break. We'll be back on The Drive. Yeah, we're back. Woo! Hey, thank you for locking us in on a Monday morning of The Drive. Devin, Dixon, Paul Ratliff, and T.A. Tara Atkin pushing all the buttons, getting us in and out with a little Darius Rucker there, huh, T.A.?
Yeah, you're welcome.
No.
She's catering to you more like the last couple weeks, I feel like, with the country music.
Some good country music coming up. I think I'm going to try to go see Scotty McCreery Thursday night at Tuacahn.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
He does
I
that
like
crossover.
Scotty. He's got
with,
that deep voice.
He does that crossover with Darius Rucker.
Oh, really? Okay.
That Bottle Rockets song. He does that with Darius's band, the Hootie and the Blowfish.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I like Hootie.
The Bottle Rockets. He's got a nice duet with them on that song. I don't know that Darius Rucker will be in St. George this week, but Scotty McCreery will be here.
Yeah.
You can guarantee he'll be here.
He's doing Tuacahn Thursday night. He's playing Vegas Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You know who else is playing Friday night in Vegas?
Who?
Allegiant Stadium. Bruno Mars.
Bruno. Yeah.
Pay off those gambling debts.
Right?
He's in trouble.
He's doing Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, he needs a bigger room, more seats to sell.
The MGM Garden's not big enough anymore.
That's right. You got to keep selling out the big rooms to pay off those debts.
Yeah. BYU football finished up their spring ball. Kalani had some comments, said he was very optimistic. Spring ball has not, with the NCAA tournament, I feel like we haven't covered spring ball as much as we normally do in the spring.
Yeah.
You know, you have pro days and spring ball and busy, around campuses as these spring, scrimmages maybe not important, but the spring practices are very important for local teams. I think the NCAA rule is 15 spring practices is what you get. Does that sound right, Paulie? If I'm not remembering that correctly, I think it's 15, and you can do up to 2 scrimmages.
Okay,
so
I'll take your word for it.
Bear Bachmeyer back, the Bear.
Yes,
back at BYU.
Big 12 Freshman of the Year, Bear Bachmeyer.
BYU's defense. How do they look post Jay Hill?
Yeah, that's an interesting storyline.
Yep.
I mean, just up in the I-15 corridor, that Provo Salt Lake area, it's a huge season for both schools. I think that Kalani, after crushing the rumors and just staying at BYU, committing to them for multiple years, I think this is a massive year for them and their collective and all the people that believe in Kalani. Like, now Jay Hill's gone. Now your safety blanket is gone. Your great defense year after year after year is now at Michigan. So I want to see how Kalani and specifically the defensive unit, I think it's Kelly Papinga, takes over as the DC, if I remember correctly. And I'm not sure how much better or worse it's going to be than Jay Hill, but I think him losing a former head coach at Weber like Jay Hill was a stabilizing force in the room, an adult to make decisions. I think that this is a tough spot for BYU, losing their best coordinator heading into a massive year for them.
Yeah, and with only the one portal window, April's going to look a little bit different. This used to be the second portal window, right? But now you just set your sights on exit interviews with every player. You set expectations of what you want to see them accomplish, workouts on their own in the offseason, and then the next time the coaches will get with their players will be fall camp.
Yeah, fall camp. And for Utah, it's year one of Scally. I mean, this is the first year that you haven't seen a guy named Kyle Whittingham on the sidelines in what seems like decades. So how will the Utah program look? They obviously bring back the Big 12 newcomer of the year in Devin Dampier. So I think that the sky's the limit for both these teams. I'm just wondering how some changes, of course, at the head spot for Utah and the defensive coordinator for BYU impact the teams.
Yeah, obviously you got to replace some seniors and Parker Kingston.
Yeah,
who obviously expelled from school, right?
Sure.
I think his trial set later this month.
Out.
Is it next month?
It
now?
was supposed to be last month, I believe, and then it got bumped out. So
yeah, it's been pretty quiet on the home front too. I haven't heard a ton from Utah Tech's spring camp. I haven't heard a ton out of SU. Kind of just business as usual this time of year. Coaches analyzing, seeing what they got, trying to get bigger, faster, stronger, and get reps in.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And now you don't have to recruit. You don't have to recruit this month like you have in past years. So
yeah,
maybe a little bit more more focus on the guys you got and the playbook and other things. I mean, I'm sure recruiting never still sleeps nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, the Utah Tech class coming in, they're bringing in quite a few new players from transfer ranks. They brought in Jackson Jones, just won an edge from Utah. He's immediately eligible. He's heading to St. George. As far as Abe Jagger, another Utah State guy. So they're pulling some guys from bigger schools in state that probably aren't getting the playing time they desire, and they're heading down I-15 to join Lance Anderson and the Trailblazers. So the class last year, 10 guys signed letter of intents. A lot of guys from Vegas, California, some from Utah. So we'll get to see some of these new faces here pretty soon, I feel like, spring ball.
Absolutely. Speaking of the month of April, that's the NFL draft month. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Masters week this week, national championship tonight, but the NFL draft later on this month. Still looks like Mendoza won to the Raiders, even though I know they signed Kirk Cousins. A lot of people on their big board have Arvell Reese from Ohio State going 2 overall to the Jets.
I mean, I was listening to I think it was a McShay podcast the other day with Tate, Sonny Styles. You've got
David Bailey.
No, I'm talking just Ohio State guys.
You're talking about linebackers.
Arvell Reese,
Sonny
Downs,
Styles.
Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate, and Sonny Styles. There's 4
Carnell Tate's
Buckeyes.
the wide receiver.
Yeah, but all 4 of those
Downs
guys
is a safety, right?
They're going to probably all be top 15 picks from the same school.
Right now, let's see who wrote this story. This is Nick Baumgardner of The Athletic.
Okay.
He predicts 1 through 100 picks. This
nice.
just came out 4:41 a.m. this morning. So just came out this
Hot
morning.
off the press.
Mendoza won to Indiana,
Okay.
to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Arvell Reese, the edge rusher, linebacker from Ohio State. Cardinals at 3, David Bailey, the edge from Texas Tech.
That would be a splash.
Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State, 4 to the Titans.
That's 2 Buckeyes right now in the top 10.
At 5, Giants, Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame. 6, Francis Mwaga, offensive tackle from Miami.
Yeah.
7, your Commanders, Ruben Bain.
Oh, not what I wanted.
Edge
there.
from Miami.
Short arms Bain. I don't know.
Hey, he had a good combine though. So did Styles, but
I don't know.
Bain could be a steal at 7.
He could, maybe. I don't know.
That's
You
just
don't
mean.
like
T-Rex
that?
Bane.
I didn't say T-Rex. I said short
You
arms.
said short
You're
arms.
saying T-Rex.
He's motivated to prove people wrong.
Exactly, and he had a great combine.
All right.
8, Saints, Carnell Tate, wide receiver.
There's the 3rd Buckeye.
And at 9, Chiefs take Caleb Downs, safety,
There's the
Ohio
4th
State.
Buckeye.
So you do have 4 in the top 9, according to Baumgardner.
And they didn't win the national championship.
Guess who? Guess
Correct.
first guy with Utah ties predicted to go off the board?
Fano.
Spencer Fano.
Yeah.
Offensive tackle, Utah, predicted to go 11 to the Dolphins.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Caleb Lomu, I'm sure not far behind him. The other tackle, the right tackle.
17 to the Lions.
All right.
So both those guys are predicted first round.
2 more
drafts.
first rounders for Utah.
The guy that I'm going to be really interested to see where he goes is Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah, the Oregon tight end.
Because I've seen him all over the board.
I've heard the Chiefs want him. I've heard he could fall as low as in the 20s. It's kind of a mixed bag where he's going to go.
Yeah. Yep. Draft month. So we'll be talking a lot about the draft in the weeks to come. Of course,
it's a defensive player draft.
Well,
at the top.
and we need a running back and an edge rusher and a cornerback to replace Tariq Woolen. So I'm looking at Seattle's needs close. We only have, I think, 4 or 5 draft
you
picks in
might
this
take
draft.
a look at your Tennessee boy, buddy.
Yeah.
Jermod McCoy. You know, he just came back from injury and ran like a 4.3 something at his pro day.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And he's going to drop a little bit because of injury. So the Seahawks might have a shot at McCoy.
It'll be interesting. There's the 2 running backs from Notre Dame. And where does the second one go? Because we know Love's going to go top 10.
Yeah.
It's draft month, baby.
Yeah.
It is draft month. Where is the draft this year?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's in Pittsburgh.
It is, yeah.
Why would I want to go to Pittsburgh?
Oh,
Have you ever been there? It's amazing.
Don't throw
really?
shade on Pittsburgh.
I've never
It's
been
beautiful.
there. The
In
Three
this
Rivers
room,
area.
There's
Yeah.
2 of 3 that have been there in this room.
You like Pittsburgh?
I
love
Pittsburgh.
it.
Food is good in Pittsburgh.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's pretty
Really?
good. Yeah.
The stadiums are amazing right there on the river. It has more bridges than Venice. It's beautiful. You need to go.
It is. It truly is.
I've never.
like-
what did you go to Pittsburgh for?
Not
Dutchie
Venice,
did
where
an
is it?
internship in Pittsburgh, and he was living with his uncle there. And we went to a 3-game set, Nats Pirates at
Yeah.
PNC Park. Gotta say,
Stadium's right there
you
on the
wouldn't
river.
think, but PNC Park probably, in my mind, the top 3 view in all of baseball stadiums. The center field just looks out like she's talking about it
Onto the
on
river.
all
On
these
the river,
bridges and the river. It's beautiful.
I've seen the aerial shots. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
It's awesome.
All right. Well, how's the golf in the Pittsburgh area? Ask Dutchie.
What's that? No. What's the one with the squirrel? The course with the squirrel as the logo? He's been there a few times. Quail Creek or Quail Hollow, or I can't remember.
I don't
I'm
know
trying to
the
think.
course, but
Oakmont. Yeah,
think
they're
that
the one
one-
with the squirrel. Yes, he's played there a few times. That's in Pennsylvania. So
Yeah.
I know that's pretty local to Pittsburgh. I think.
Oakmont is in Pittsburgh.
It
That's the
is.
only one I could tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
have-
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, Pittsburgh. I'll put it on the radar.
Yeah, put it on the list.
I just barely got to Nashville last year for the first time.
That's right.
No, a lot of places I want to go see.
Yeah, East Coast cities. I feel like you're missing some big
Where
ones.
do you guys think the second quarterback in the draft is taken? Do you think it's the start of the second round?
Could be Ty Simpson.
Simpson, yeah. And
A
I
lot of
think
people
he's-
are guessing it will be Ty Simpson, but
Yeah.
a lot of people. So is somebody going to sneak in there and take him at the end of the first round?
I wouldn't, but he
You
reminds
think
me
the
a little bit
Jets
of
take
Mac
him
Jones.
at 33?
He reminds me a lot of Mac Jones, Ty Simpson.
I mean, obviously, Aaron Glenn has already named Geno Smith the starter in New York before he's even thrown a
Yes.
football for the Jets.
He
but-
had some glowing things to say about my guy Geno.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
comeback player of the year, kind of brought up all his accolades, said he's going to lead us. I like that.
Okay.
You don't believe that as a Raiders
Heck
fan.
no.
wasn't a great year.
Comeback worst player of the year.
Oh, no. She's drilling my guy.
It's terrible at the Raiders.
Drilling him.
So I'm glad. Like, I think the Jets is a good place for him. I just hope Ty Simpson doesn't have to go there.
Ty Simpson at 33 to the Jets seems like a good predicting spot for him to land.
Yeah, I mean,
where
you
does
just don't wanna-
Nussmeier is probably the next quarterback off the board. It looks like.
Your boy Nuss.
And I like Nussmeier. Yeah.
You know, the
So I
Cardinals
don't
need a
wish the Jets
quarterback.
on him.
I can see the Cardinals taking him with their third
It
round
kind of
pick.
feels like that draft we went to, you know, as far as the quarterback talent. I think there was no Mendoza
Well,
in
there's-
that
Right.
draft, but Kenny Pickett was the first quarterback taken
Ooh.
at like 18. So, like, do you want to be the team that overdrafts Ty Simpson like the Steelers overdrafted Kenny Pickett?
No.
There's that Cole Payton quarterback from North Dakota State that everybody, likes. You know, that could be one of the top 4 quarterbacks.
I like
chosen.
Nussmeier a lot better than him.
Yeah, I mean, you saw a lot more of Nussmeier in college, unless you watched North Dakota State.
Right.
But we've seen some small town guys
Yeah,
have some.
Carson Wentz was a North Dakota State Bison, if I remember correctly.
Kurt Warner, Northern Iowa.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. All right, we got a lot of time to talk about the draft the next couple of weeks. Got to take a break. Rolling through hour 2, getting back to tonight's Natty when we return. UConn, Michigan for all of college basketball supremacy. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is the Drive Show today, brought to you by our friends at Soda Diet and Nutrition. Soda Diet and Nutrition. Just food. A team of nutritionists standing by in your corner. Spring promotion. Join now. Your partner joins for free. That's 2 people for the price of 1. Real accountability for the price of 1. A nutritionist coaching your weight loss journey. Personalized to your body, your goals. You can lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds a week. Weekly check-ins, weekly weigh-ins. Plans adjust as you go. Real food from real grocery stores. Go check out over 9,000 reviews from real clients. No guessing what to eat. No generic meal plans. No calorie counting apps. Join them for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Soda weight loss is now Soda Diet and Nutrition. Go to sodadietandnutrition.com. I'm just starting. Today is the weigh-in day, and we're just getting started. We'll be tracking my progress. If you want to do it with me, love to have you join me. I'm super excited. I really am, and I never endorse anything. I've done my research. I saw Paulie have some success with this, and so I am really excited to keep the ball rolling here on the Fan Sports Network and share our story of how we feeling better, looking better, and letting go of a few pounds with our friends from Soda Diet and Nutrition. Natty tonight, baby.
Yes.
It's a natty tonight. The People's Champ. Who does America want?
I would probably not think UConn, but that would be my guess. Because many people feel like you. They don't like Hurley. They don't like their success. The consistency.
You mean I'm the only one? That's crazy.
I mean, I said a lot of people are like you, didn't I?
Yeah, I know, and I'm being sarcastic.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think that, yes, UConn is not beloved nationally because they've been super successful. Even with Calhoun to Ollie, now to Hurley. They've had 3 coaches win national titles since 2000. So they've been a consistent program, not just one coach that's delivered a lot of success. So I think that UConn is kind of the big bad wolf here. Not a lot of people want to see them win another championship 3 and 4 years. So I think that more people thrilled with the Michigan story probably. But Michigan's still a huge brand, so it's not like you're rooting for the little guy here. So
right, it's not the Cinderella.
It is not the Cinderella by any means.
No.
So, but I think more people, especially back east, prefer to see UConn lose this one.
The Big Ten's long wait. The richest conference in college sports hasn't won a men's basketball title since the 1990s when Tom Izzo at Michigan State won it all in 2000, right? Is that the last time the Big Ten has won a title, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Okay. All right. They were dominant in the 90s, though, right? And then the last one in 2000. I mean, Michigan became the 10th Big Ten team to reach the final this millennium. Embarrassing Arizona 91-73. A team that was, in my estimation, the other best team in the country.
Yes.
Now they've got UConn, who made the Big Ten's number 3 seed Illinois not look great. 71-62 the final in that one. I mean, look, Michigan has cruised through this entire tournament. And is the Big Ten back? Well, it would be with an explanation point. It would be huge for Dusty May, who already turned down UNC and said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in Michigan. Tommy Lloyd did the same, and now it looks like Billy Donovan is maybe the lead name that UNC is chasing. Yeah. With all the power of the Big Ten, how in the world has it been 26 years since a Big Ten team won a national basketball championship?
It'd probably be the same question I'd ask you. How is a team out in the Mountain or Western time zone not won one since 1997?
Yeah. It's crazy.
So,
it's crazy.
Same fact, 30 years almost that a team from the Mountain time zone or Pacific time zone.
Well, and now
that's even more. That gives you the whole Western country.
Not really. The Big Ten's got UCLA and USC and Oregon.
That's the Midwest. I'm talking about.
Oregon is not the Midwest.
UCLA is in the Midwest.
They haven't won.
I know. I'm saying they're in the Big Ten.
They're in the Big Ten. I understand.
Okay, I'm confused
still in,
because you're
still in
saying
the
West,
Pacific
but there's
time
teams
zone.
in the Big Ten that are now out West with all the realignment.
That's realignment stuff. I'm still saying that teams in the Mountain or Pacific time zone have not won a championship since Arizona did in 1997. The entirety of basketball has been dominated by the Midwest.
I mean, why did another Big Ten team not hire Dusty May earlier? That's the question. He's got him there. He's got him there. Oh, my goodness. What do you see as being the key factors tonight in this matchup?
I would probably say the start. You know, if Michigan can get up 22-10 like they did on Arizona in the early stretch, it's pretty much over. I mean, as much as you want to believe that UConn can come back the way they did against Duke, but Duke had a horrific collapse that contributed to them coming back in that game. Michigan just too good offensively to collapse like that. So I think that the start is one of the massive factors in this game. UConn got to hit their shots early in the game to stay in this one because we know Michigan can score in bunches. It's not just Lendenborg. There's other. Cadeau has played amazing for them, the guard.
Ade Mara.
Mara has been great on the inside. So, yes, I mean, there's going to be some players other than Lendenborg that are going to take over this game. So they have a ton of offensive skill on Michigan, but
anybody that watched the game Saturday knows Yaxel Lendenborg is not 100%. I mean, you could tell Saturday it's a left MCL sprain and a left ankle sprain.
He's going to go though.
Yeah, but the 7'3" center, Mara, that is the guy that I'm intrigued by tonight. We'll see how he does tonight. He can be dominant.
Yeah.
But the Wolverines, if they play good perimeter defense, I don't know how they lose this game tonight. Because Caravan, Braylon Mullins, Solo Ball, they were a handful for Illinois.
Yeah.
Both of them, the first Mullins 3-pointers, he had the dagger with 52 seconds left. They're pin down screens from Terrace Reed Jr., and you get perimeter guys wide open shots. So how do they guard the perimeter tonight? That's going to be really interesting to me. What is the key for UConn? Is it getting Caravan going early and often? I mean, Caravan has 40 minutes away from cementing himself as maybe the most successful player in the history of college basketball, not a UCLA Bruin.
Yes. I think the Caravan...
He could win 3 titles in his career, Paulie. We don't see that in college basketball nowadays.
That's why I said I think that Hurley, if he wins this game, he belongs on the Mount Rushmore of college basketball coaches. I think he does. He's one of the 4 best if he does this, and he's not even done yet. As far as the game tonight, betting against Hurley is something I don't want to get into. He's 10-0 against the spread in the Sweet 16 or later. He's 18-1 against the spread in his last 19 tournament games. I think that this is a coaching thing that'll help. Yeah. What Duke couldn't do with John Shire, collapse in epic fashion, that doesn't happen under Hurley.
Yeah, but he doesn't go shoot the ball for Alex Caravan. I mean,
he doesn't.
I mean,
I'm just saying there won't be a coaching collapse. There won't be a lack of timeouts. If Michigan goes on a 10-0 run, he won't bottle that timeout like Shire, or who had a timeout when Boozer turned over the ball.
Who's the player for UConn that has to step up tonight?
Silas Demery, the guard.
See, I think it's Caravan. I think it's Caravan. I mean, 22 in the first round against Furman. He had 27 against UCLA.
Yeah.
17 in the Sweet 16 against Michigan State. In those 3 games, he went 11 for 25 from the 3-point line. But over his last 2 games, he's only had 14 points and shot at 3 of 18.
Yeah.
And 2 of 13 from beyond the arc.
Yeah. Well, I say Demery because Terrace Reed's their best player. He has been really this entire tournament run. He's
they make shots when he's on the court.
Yeah, he is a stud. Offensive rebounding, he can match up with Mara down low. There's not a doubt in my mind that he'll be able to go 40 minutes with him if he needs to. But will the supporting guests, like you say, Caravan, Demery, this Mullins, will they be able to hit outside shots? Because Terrace Reed's going to eat in the post. He is the most skilled with the drop step and the footwork. He's the most polished big I've seen this entire tournament. So I want to see him get the ball, get him a touch every possession. So, I mean, without further ado, I'm making my pick. You know, you say that you're...
Without further ado.
That's right. I'm going to go with UConn in the points. I don't think they're going to win the game, but I think UConn and 7.5 is what you're going for as far as what it goes off at come tip.
It's 6.5 right now.
Okay, so I would probably buy it to 7 just to make sure. But I'm going to take UConn in the points.
I think Michigan gets a shot in the arm that Dusty May informs university officials that he's not taking another job. He's not even listening to other basketball jobs. That came out yesterday.
Sure.
Of course, it was in the news cycle there with North Carolina. And I think that I just think the track record for Michigan is too much. 83-73, I got Michigan.
All right, 10-point win. Tara?
They win and they cover. I was so impressed with the way that they beat down Zona, who I thought was the best team in college basketball. And I was wrong. And so I'm not going to fool me once. I'm not going to get fooled again. I know if there's anybody that can beat him, I'm buying what you're selling with Hurley. He finds ways. Caravan could win his 3rd title. Hurley could win his 3rd title as a coach there in the last couple of years. I get all that. The way Michigan's blowing people out is eye-popping.
Yeah.
I can't ignore that.
Yeah. All right. Well, settle the score here.
I think you're underestimating UConn. I think they win tonight.
Oh, winners he's calling for.
I think they win tonight.
She's calling the win.
I'm not going to underestimate Hurley. He is championship DNA. He is going to have them ready to go. Yeah. So I'm not going to underestimate. I do think UConn wins tonight.
She's going with the win. Money line.
Solo ball, how bad is his foot sprain?
He's going to play too.
I know they're going to play. It's the national championship. You rub some dirt on it. This is the natty.
Well,
I don't know if Darren Peterson would.
Well, whose ankle's in worse
Darren,
shape?
he wouldn't.
Solo ball or Pauly? Whose ankle's in worse shape today?
I don't know. I didn't see your fall. I have no idea. Show me the video footage.
Yeah, let's see your ankle.
I saw what happened to Paul. I didn't see what happened to Paul.
You didn't see what happened to Yeah, you didn't see Paul, but you saw Ball. All right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he didn't he get tangled up with Terrace Reed, his own teammate on the ball
there was some
screen?
friendly fire there.
It was,
Yeah.
Super unfortunate.
Gonna be fun tonight. 6:50 tip-off. We will have it for you right here on the Fan Sports Network.
great.
You can listen to the game. So if you're out and about, you got to run the kids around on a Monday night. You're not going to be home by the start of that game. We will have it for you. Tune on in. This is fun. This has been a great tournament. There wasn't a lot of upsets again this year. We had the High Point upset. We had Texas run to the Sweet 16. You had Illinois run to the Final Four. You had, Florida get knocked out early. You had Duke getting knocked out.
I would say,
by
Duke.
UConn in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some moments, though. This has been a great tournament.
Yeah.
The highest rated tournament since 1993 by the, ratings.
And that's why I'm frustrated. When the ratings are the highest ever, then you hear these reports that they're going to add more play-in games next year. I'm like, why? Why?
The old adage, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, and I think that's just too much
of a money grab.
It's too much of a good thing. They're going to overindulge people. Oversaturation is a thing. So I don't know why they're doing that.
I don't know either.
It's stupid.
I don't know either. All right. I said 83-73.
Yeah, I didn't give a score. I'm going to go.
I'm a little higher than the total on the over.
They've scored 90 every game, so they're going to get to 80 something. I'm going to say 86 to 80. 86-80. 6-point loss.
You're going to cover by half a point?
Yes. We're going to cover. We're going to cover.
They're going to cover.
If Paulies learn one thing from the books, they're good.
They're good.
The books are good. They set tight lines.
Well, I said I'd buy half a point if I can. If you'll let me do that.
You can in Skeet. They won't let you.
Okay. That's right. They
Don't
won't
be
let
going
you.
down there.
No. I've got plans.
Tara, final score?
That's tough. I'm going to say 89-81 UConn.
Whoa. Not only wins, but wins soundly. I like that.
Yeah.
And as someone who keeps receipts, I'm on her side tonight. I want the UConn cover.
Down. Yep.
I want to see it. If this happens, if UConn wins, there'll be a very, very prideful.
I better get $1 million or something.
There'll be a prideful Tara Atkin here tomorrow. So, because you're the only one calling the UConn win.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I will be the first to say UConn has a better chance than you think. Like, it's
They
one
do.
game. And basketball, You get hot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You get a guy to go off.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to be the more nervous team tonight? Like Dan Hurley will have his guys ready to go. They are on the cusp of a dynasty. We don't talk about dynasties in college basketball loosely around here.
Right.
Yeah.
This is borderline dynasty if UConn wins this thing.
This is.
I mean, you're
It's
ready to
huge.
call him on the. You're ready to put
I
coach
am.
on the Mount Rushmore of college coaches.
Probably
Then you
Bob
better start.
Knight, Kay, Dean, and Hurley.
Yep.
Is my 4 right now. Or
mean-
John Wooden, too. It's hard.
But they got to beat a team. Nobody has done what Michigan has done. Nobody has scored over 90 points in their first 5 games.
yes.
Yeah.
Very
So-
consistent offense.
I mean, whoo-wee. I mean, I'm just so impressed. Are you guys not alarmed at how the Wolverines destructed Arizona? Did that not
No,
blow
it
your
was very
mind?
alarming.
Yes.
Okay.
And Paul wouldn't shut up about it. I was about to kick him in his bad ankle.
Yeah, he was being very annoying.
I know.
I mean, I didn't do that when Florida got knocked out weeks ago.
Oh, you're saying you didn't chastise. You definitely called me out
On
for
the
my
show.
bracket bust.
On the show.
On the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't text
We're
you
constantly
annoyingly during the
chirping.
Florida game
Yeah, exactly.
over and over and over.
Yes. I wanted to get my licks in, I guess I should say.
It's hard to do that when your champ was the first 1 seed knocked out.
was out,
It's
right?
kind of hard to
That's
take you
right.
seriously.
Yeah.
Especially when you didn't even have UConn in the Final Four.
Yeah, but I had Michigan in my championship game.
And now you're going to pick them to lose.
Yeah, I know I picked them to win, but not cover.
I don't know how the Huskies, I don't know. I hope they make it a competitive game. I don't want to see a blowout, but I feel like
No.
Michigan is just too stacked.
You got to believe.
I think I'm giving too much respect at 10,
Believe.
to
I
be
have
honest
to
with you.
She believes.
I believe in the Yukon.
She does.
I mean, they were number 1 throughout the year. This should be no surprise that Michigan's in this spot. I mean, BYU almost beat UConn. Of course, they had Richie.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big caveat.
Look,
Yeah, but
I
almost
mean,
doesn't
this UConn team
That's
has
right.
been impressive. Big comeback versus Duke. They shut down Illinois' offense, but I just think Michigan is another beast. I disagree
right.
with you guys. They've been
Yes.
the most dominant team in the tournament.
Well, being as you're running hot, 0-2 in your last 2, I will go with UConn to cover.
What do you mean 0-2?
Your last documented
on the-
show picks were Illinois.
I had Illinois and
And
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, because I stuck with my bracket.
Okay.
I stuck with my pre-tournament
Excuses
picks.
now. Excuses.
Well, at least I had those 2 legs of my Final Four. You're gloating about Michigan, and you picked Michigan. Now I can't gloat that I had those 2 teams in the Final Four.
All right.
We'll let you gloat.
Yeah, we'll let you gloat.
I mean, I'm not going to back off my original picks, even though I was wrong.
Okay.
I mean, you got to stick
to your guns.
bracket.
Yeah.
Did anybody think Arizona's going to lose by
No.
18?
No.
No. Michigan
Well, I thought
destroyed
they'd
them.
lose. I
No.
said they'd lose.
Michigan destroyed them. They made them look pedestrian. That's scary for UConn tonight.
It is. And that's what worries me that for the people in Tara's camp, the people that want UConn or think UConn can win.
Win it. Yeah.
I just think there's too much depth.
It's
for
one
Michigan.
game.
Yeah.
It's one game.
One
I
game.
get
and They
it.
got to shoot hot.
I know.
Yeah.
And
Gotta shoot hot.
And you're going for the underdog, so you don't get as much heat if you're wrong. I see what you're doing here. And you're hedging. I'm taking UConn to cover, but Michigan to win. Okay.
Right.
Oh, what? You're trying to get me.
So
you're
he's
trying to
got-
bait
he's
me
got
into
a
picking
foot in,
UConn
like,
to win.
Each boat, like one in
Bold
each.
pick.
You're
He's not
trying to
gonna
bait me into
Tara
picking
had
UConn to win.
Well, no, I'm just saying Tara had the bold pick. She gets credit. You don't if UConn covers because you hedged your bet.
Okay. All right.
You think Michigan's the better team. You picked them, but you're
what if-
hedging and taking
what if-
points.
He's straddling the fence. That's
but
what he's
if-
doing.
Let's just look at this. Of the 3 outcomes, if they don't win Tara's pick, Michigan doesn't cover your pick, and UConn covers, but Michigan wins.
I hope you're right, actually.
Yes.
Because I want a close competitive game tonight.
All right.
All
That's
picks
what we
aside.
all want.
I want to sit down on a Monday night and I want to see.
I want to be just screaming at my television.
Yes, leading into one shining moment. I want to see a buzzer beater tonight.
Yes. Yes.
One way or the other.
All right.
All right, Paulie, rate the show.
Strong today. We came out of the gates fast. I'm going to go 9-7. I was
Tara,
very
rate the
pleased.
show.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, we'll go 9-5. It was,
Nice.
you know,
Wow, we'll do it
for
again
Monday.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll try to bring in. This has been The Drive from the Finley Hyundai Studios. Enjoy the natty, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great Monday.